Hello, Dr. Greg here again with another video, and we're going to continue my talk about the immune system. So just to review last week, we know that our gut, from our mouth to our bottom, is like a tube, right? And it's exposed to the outside. Our lungs are like a cul-de-sac. In other words, air goes in, there's an end, and then it comes out the same way. So our lining of our digestive tract and our lungs has something called mucosal membranes, which makes up the initial defense against any kind of foreign invaders like viruses or bacteria that want to make us sick. Now, what we all know, and this is based on immunology, is that our mouths, our digestive tract, everything is covered with viruses and bacteria already, and mold and all that kind of stuff. And the song, Never Fall in Love Again, talks about how you can catch enough germs to catch pneumonia. And we all have the germs in our own system to give us ammonia, but it's kept at bay and in balance by a very unique system where the viruses and the bacteria keep each other in check. And what happens is when that natural flora or bacterial viral balance goes haywire, we get sick. Now, that was your first initial defense against any kind of foreign invader, is the natural bacteria and virus population you already have. Now, the next phase is called secretory IgA or SIG-A or whatever, and that's actually a defense mechanism your mucosal membranes have to fight off any invaders that may get through that first barrier of virus and bacteria. Now, SIG-A is your body's natural defense mechanism, and it's one of the first things to react to a problem. So when you have a reaction to pollen or anything like that, where your nose runs and your eyes water and you cough and your throat feels sore, that's sort of like your SIG-A helping your body fight off things. Fever is an example of your body fighting off an infection. When it gets to the fever part that you've already been, your primary defenses have kind of failed a little bit, but you have other defenses that are secondary, sort of like you have the castle with the moat, the walls, and the soldiers inside. And we'll talk about each one of those and how they relate to your immune system in the future. But just to know that you have the second backup after the balance of the virus, of your viruses and bacteria go haywire, you have something called secretory IgA that helps you fight off these foreign invaders. So we're going to go through a few more parts of this. So understand that you have the viruses and the bacteria, natural balance, then you have the secretory IgA. Now, what's important here, and this is very key about your immune system, is that it needs to be exercised. So, in other words, your immune system needs to be challenged. Just like your muscles need to be challenged, your legs and everything need to be challenged, your brain needs to be challenged, so your immune system also needs to be challenged. So just like, this is just a word of warning or intro, whatever, the Native Americans were exposed to viruses and things they'd never been exposed to before, and they had epidemic death along the eastern seaboard when French traders and European traders and whatever were exposed to these Native Americans. So just like that, our immune system responds to exposure. And it's very important for our immune system to get exposed to the outside, basically. So the viruses and bacteria in your mouth need to be recycled. They need to be expressed out, and new ones need to be brought back in again. That's your natural way, your natural immunity to survive any kind of problem. Now, when that is out of balance, it could be for any kind of reason. It could be that your kidneys aren't functioning normally, because your kidneys actually help your immune system function. You can have problems there. So it's important to keep yourself healthy and strong and expose yourself minimally to the outside in order to help your immune system function normally and be stronger. So that's all for this week. We have some more information coming up next week. So stay safe, be healthy, and this is Dr. Greg, changing your way we look at health.